Hi everybody, hello. You might remember in the last video that I did, right at the end, there was a rat-a-tat at the door and I opened the package and it was surprise, surprise from Amazon. And what it was two of these Kraft, what we call in this country A5 folders. The back measures just over 6.5 by 7, 8, 9.25. So it's exactly half of A4. If you had a piece of A4 folded in half, it would just fit nicely into there. And I imagine that in the States you've got something similar. Actually, they were quite difficult to find, if I'm honest. But however, so I got two of them, and this is the other one, and this is what I've done to it. So I've covered it in Timmy pieces, and inside, Mr. F's just told me, he's looked it up, and you call it half letter in the States, so that's the size. But I just wanted to show you what I've done with the inside as well. I've just jigsawed these pieces together. I'll put washi tape down there. It's the linen washi tape. It's got a lot more give to it. Did the same with here, and I've just put a pocket on the back and popped a little notebook into there. So that's where I've got to. This one is my practice piece, if you like. I'm trying things out on this to see if I want to alter it for the kind of real one. And what I would alter is going over the spine with the papers. Especially Timmy papers, they're so prone to cracking. So I've got a kind of different technique to do this one. So here's my box of Timmy remnants. It's quite sizable. There's lots of stuff. There's other papers in here as well as Timmy. All sorts of stuff. There's some Kathy Holden, but mostly it is Timmy. These pretty flowers are Kathy Holden. I like them. I might want to include them. So let's get them out. That's a piece of wallflower. I love the wallflower. Timmy papers. I know that sadly now you can't get them anymore, and I know we all have problems with Timmy cracking and whatever, but oh my goodness, that wallflower pad is beautiful. And the memorandum. Well, they're all nice, aren't they? They're all nice. Oh, that's a nice bit of paper. I don't think that's Timmy. Could be, don't know. So I'm just going to pull some bits out and see where we get to. The last one I made, the one I've just shown you, turned out to be fairly kind of botanical. That wasn't what I was going for, but that's what I ended up with. So I'm just pulling out bits that I like the look of. I think that might be a bit of ephemera, but it doesn't matter. They all count. Just saw some pieces of Kathy Holden, but now I've lost them again. Ah, there they are. Yeah, I'll lay these out because they're pretty. That's nice, isn't it? Nice orange. Another bit of Kathy Holden there. That's a pretty blue. Okay, I've got more than, more than anybody needs to cover this. So let's just put those over there. Now what I've decided with this one is that I'm going to leave, instead of putting the papers over the round there, you could easily put washi tape down there and work up to the washi tape, but I've decided that I'm just going to leave a small margin around the edge like that, just so there's a margin. And when I come to this side, I'm going to leave a margin down there as well. So let's get cracking. I just need to check that everything's square, because it might not be. Pretty sure this edge here is square, so we'll go with that. Just if you get off on the wrong kilter, hard to get right again. I think that's right. So it wasn't quite square, wasn't far off, but like I say, by the time you multiply that up and you get to the other side, you're a long ways off square. So I'm just going to ink it up, and I'm using archival ink because I'm not sure at this stage whether I want to go over the whole thing with collage medium once I've got it put down. So we'll see. You don't have to ink everything up. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because once you've seen what I do, you know, it's fairly obvious how you carry on. So I really enjoyed actually doing the collage on the other one. It was lovely, very relaxing to be honest. So if you've got some glue that allows you a bit of wiggle factor, like I've got collage, and it dries quickly but not so quickly that you can't move it. So I recommend that just in case you don't get it square or it, you know, doesn't look nice, doesn't look how you fancied it looking. So I'm not sure, as I say, if this is Timmy paper or not, but it's very nice. So I'm just going to leave my margin as I described. Get that square up there, square down there, lovely. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, let's press that down. Lovely. So the next bit, quite fancy using one of these Kathy Holden ones, but that goes there and I don't want two long thin ones together. What about this one? That would go there nicely, wouldn't it? So you're just going to measure it off the last one. So I'm putting that up to there, and I'm going to make a mark here with my pencil of where I want this to come to. So that's the edge there, so I want to come in just a little bit, so I'm going to make my mark there. Cut that off there, and then we'll see what it looks like. It's going to be hard seeing this blooming pencil mark. Is that hard or impossible? Might be impossible to see where it is. Oh no, there it is. I've just seen it. Goodness me, that's hard to see. I think that's it there. Going for that anyway. Keep all your remnants because, well, as you can see, I keep all my remnants anyway. So I'm going to put that there. Let's just check it. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're going to have this as a on show. Or, as I say, you could cover it first, or after you've done it, with washi, if you prefer. But I'm just going to blithely carry on. I'm not sure what Mr. F is actually doing, but he's been promising for some while now to have a go at oh, I don't know. Is it called Mamigami paper? I don't know. I think he put starch on it or something. I don't know. I'm waiting for his video to come out so I can see what you do. At this juncture, I haven't got a clue. So we're going to stick that there. Lovely. That's fine. I quite like the idea of having these nice bright colours in it. If you want to do yours more really industrial, then you can use one of the, either the backdrops that he's got out now, one of the more industrial ones, or something like French industrial. That's got a lot of... It's not botanic, let's put it that way. So let's cuddle this up to that edge there. Let's see where we are. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Lovely, I like it. Okay, what else have we got? Let's have a look. Got that nice piece of red. That will go there, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. Try not to overthink these things. You just give yourself a headache. Just kind of go with the flow. It's hard seeing the pencil marks. I need to make them much more noticeable, I think. This is driving me mad. You may have noticed that I've treated myself to one of these tiny Timmy trimmers, and I must be honest with you, absolutely love it. It's small enough that it can actually live on my desk. So I'm not forever picking things up and putting them away. It just lives on my desk. I mean, it is limited. I think it's 6.5 by 4, 3.5, 6.5 by 3.5, something like that. But for a lot of things, this included, it's absolutely perfect. So I don't have to always make way for my... I know we're only talking slight margins here, but it does make a difference. Right, that's going to go there. So you see, it really quickly comes together. And just cozy it up to that bit there. Lovely. Just got a bit of glue on there. That's great. So now another piece along here. Quite like this orangey piece. Or I have alternatives. I have this. Don't really want the wordy ones. That's quite nice. Quite like that. Yeah, I'm telling you not to overthink it, and then that's exactly what I'm doing. Maybe that one. Quite like that one. Okay, so let's just put that in where it's going to go there, and make our mark on the side. And here. Hopefully I should see those. That I'm not going to keep. You could stamp on it, I know you could, but honestly I've got so many bits. Let's just check that that's right, that's right, that's right. Yeah, looks okay to me. Let's just rub the pencil lines out before they get ink on top of them. Then you can't rub them off then. Excellent. Yeah, so like I say, don't get hung up on matchy-matchy. Have a broad idea in your head of whether you're going to do real industrial grunge or botanic grunge or whatever, and kind of go with it. You all know that I like Timmy mixed with flowers and birds and things, so it's kind of natural that I would want to do this. Excuse me. So slide that into dock there, where it goes. Looking nice, looking nice. Right, so I want another piece of this. Will that fit? No. This one will though. I'm going to put it up there. Like that. Then I'm going to mark it where I want my margin to be, which is about there. Make a big mark. Doesn't seem to matter how big the mark is that you make, you can't see it. That's ludicrous, I seriously cannot see that. Oh, it's on this side. It's there, I think. It's just a quick check. That needs a bit of gentle persuasion, I think, that piece there. Let's just stick down. Lovely, so let's just check that this is right. I think so. Yeah. Get it inked, get it stuck. So you see, in a very short space of time, you would have this entire thing covered. I just want to show you how I've dealt with the metal ring part inside. And then after that, you can, off you go and cover your folder. Yeah, it makes sense that you would call it a half letter. That's exactly what it is, so why would you not call it that? It's perfect. Lovely. So I just need another couple of pieces, really. I've got that one. Is that tall enough? Ooh, just is, you know. Yeah, I could fill that whole thing in actually, couldn't I? What does that look like? A bit too much of this, I think. So put it there and I'll do it about there. It's just an arbitrary thing, and there's just a little bit needs to come off that top. Just a whisper off here, a mere whisper. Just a quick check before we proceed. That's great. I think that's okay. I'm so pleased to have found a project to use my Timmy remnants up on, I can tell you, because they're just gathering and gathering. There we go. Now I just need a small piece of something. What have I got small pieces of? That's not big enough, is it? What about that? No, not big enough. This, not big enough. Oh, that's nice. A bit too bright. What's on the other side of that? Right in. That's the thing, you always have to bear in mind what's on the reverse side of your pieces. Ooh, what's that? It's a piece from Wallflower. That would definitely go. Yeah, let's do that then. So I want that level with up there. So I want to cut that there. No, that's not right. I want it level with there and cut it there. And cut it. So I'm just getting my measurements off the last piece that I put down. It's not a bad day here today, to be honest with you. It is forecast to be thundery later on, but I haven't got any washing out or anything, so it can please itself. What it does, there we go. Let's just check that that fits in there. Not the best fit in the world, but don't know why that would be. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, I think we had our summer a couple of weeks ago. It just got all nice and sunny and warm, and then one day it just wasn't anymore. But we were expecting it. We live too far north to get much of a summer. Right, so let's just complete the jigsaw. There we are. So that's that. I've got a bit of a tiny little sliver in there, but I'm not absolutely worried about it. There's always washi tapes and things to cover things up if you wish, but that's not bad. So there's the front of our folio done already. So I just want to show you how I went about dealing with these two, with this metal thing here, because you can't really get your papers up under because there's a big bend there. So what I did was I got my washies out, and I've got some of the Timmy linen tapes. I've only got the patchwork ones. I've got that one as well, but that's kind of not what we're doing, that industrial sort of look. I've got plenty of others, but they are the only linen ones I think I've got. So, do we want red or do we want blue? Let's see what you get in the red one. Oh, you get flowers. Yeah, let's use that. Use the other one in the, you know, my practice one. So I'll use this one here. So I just cut myself off a piece that was just a touch longer. Scissors? Scissors, anyone? Here we are. So you need this fairly flat. You know, if you've got something that's weighted, so much the better. Or, you know, a Mr. F or anything like that. Where's my washies? They might go on there. Yeah, that's going to hold that down. Right. So just take the release tape off the back of your washi. And oh, I think this has got an up and a down actually. And just slide it as far under there as you possibly can. Like that. That's it. Lovely. And then just press it down into place. Like so. And then I'm just going to take a little thin bone folder that I've got and just make sure that's stuck all the way under there and everywhere else. Lovely, that's that. And just trim your ends off. That's hard to get to. So there we are, we've got that side done. So when you come to do your papers on here, just work out where you want to go up to and do that, bring your papers up to there. And when it comes to the other side, it's exactly the same. Just cut yourself off a piece of washi. I could get it the same on both sides actually, because it repeats. So I could do it sort of there. So it looks like it comes all the way under. Yeah, I quite like that idea. Let's do that. And I need to cut it off about there. I'm going to save that because it's not cheap, this fabric washi, I'll tell you. So just remove your release tape. It doesn't curl up, it's not really curly, which is good. Hold that down and then I'm going to try and get that exactly matching the other one if I can. About there, I think. As far under as you can get it. About there, I'd say. Lovely. Grand job. And that'll give with the Kraft and the hinge, you know, it'll move itself. You don't have to worry about anything cracking or anything like that. hard to get that straight. There we go. Right. So that's that. So that's that problem got round, and that just bends nicely. That's the front, isn't it? Yeah, that's the front. Because I've got writing on here. That's the only thing that determines front and back. Now I've got writing on things. So this is my front. The inside is ready to go. I've put those on. When you come to that, just ink around them. And I'm going to ink around my Kraft edge here. When I come to this bit, I'm just going to put maybe 2 pieces on the spine, straight over these metal things. Make sure that you put glue on there, and do the whole thing. And then when you come back, we'll be ready to move on to part 2. Okay, that was fun. Thanks for joining me. See you later. Bye.